in Plateau, where residents where rerun was held have been commended for their peaceful conduct during the exercise in the area. Although the turnout was quite low, INEC officials arrived early to conduct the exercise. And our correspondent in Plateau, Joshua, has more on this.
The rerun election across the 6 local government areas of Plateau State started at the stipulated time, exactly 8 a.m. in the morning. The restriction of movement during the election period by the authorities was fully complied with in some areas, while in other areas, the reverse was the case.
Normally, these people are not supposed to be seen outside at this period of time. In other places that will move around, there is a level of compliance, but as you can see, like I said, it's a normal activity here. The people here are not observing the order given by the security operatives.
Compared to the previous election experience in the state, the officials of the INEC were commended for the smooth conduct of the exercise. Low turnout of electorates at the polling unit was noticeable across the 6 local government areas in the state.
The election is very peaceful. There's not any problem. Only that people, in fact, some of the people were discouraged because the election, as one of the party was not involved in the election.
We have voted, as you can see, people on the queue, and the INEC, yes, they try because they are moving fast.
Following the challenge of insecurity bedeviling some communities in the state, these stakeholders appeal to aggrieved politicians to seek legal redress if the outcome of the election does not favor them.
I'm very impressed with the outcome. We have gone around, everywhere is very calm. The situation is under control.
Where there is no peace, there will no progress. So they will have in mind that any problem that arise from after the announcement of the result will bring more problem to the state. So my appealing to the peace and anybody that will become aggressive to be pleased, be patient, and allow the government or the authority to handle whatever be after the announcement.
If you are contesting, somebody must win. So don't say it is by force that your candidate must win. And no need of fighting because we have been staying together for long.
Residents not satisfied with the outcome of the result are called upon to seek legal redress and avoid taking actions that will disrupt the relative peace enjoyed in the state. From Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
Our correspondent is in Plateau State. Sifon Essien is live for us to give us more updates on the story. So, Sifon, we understand the turnout was quite low. What was any reason behind this in terms of voter participation?
Well, several reasons have been given, but a number of the residents have said that perhaps voters are dissatisfied with processes leading to the rerun, talking about decisions of the courts removing and reinstating certain persons, and that has resulted in some disenchantment. That is coming from several residents. In fact, many of them said they are not entirely happy, with the entire process leading up to the rerun, but for want of nothing else to do, they came out to cast their ballot and believe that perhaps it would take a new dimension or a new turn. But for many that we interacted with, this has been the reasons they have advanced. The turnout was unimpressively low in certain polling units, while at certain other places, turnout, though appreciably better than other places, but nowhere near what has been recorded in times past at such locations.
All right, in the areas you monitored, could you give us a bit of an insight in terms of participation, in terms of, were there reports of vandalization, in terms of were there irregularities, so to speak? Because there are incidents in other states that were cancelled already by INEC. Do you hear anything that happened of recent in Plateau?
Contrary to fears, there's been no report of any breach of the law or any breach of the process. It's been peaceful across the Jos North Senatorial District and the Federal Constituency, where we've covered and where the rerun elections or election is holding. There's been no reported case of any onward activity in these areas. Even the residents and voters themselves confirmed that it was peaceful. And so far, although we also got reports in certain quarters where there were shortages of ballot papers, aside that, no report of breach of the peace or undermining the security during the process as yet.
And for the political parties that took part in this election process, what has been the reaction so far, and how have they assessed the entire process? Are they satisfied by the outcome so far?
Well, what we gathered and what has been the message issued by the Commissioner of Police, law enforcement agents, and stakeholders here is a plea for peace, that even after the results are announced, they should maintain that level of calmness that was recorded during the entire process.
Our correspondent live for us from Plateau State, Sifon Essien. Thanks a lot for the updates there.